this tutorial, we'll show progressive development of the abdominal area. The waist is the most mobile and often the weakest area of the torso. Asana that strengthen the abdominal area are important for developing a strong connection between the upper and lower body. To begin VRSAPADA-KSEPASANA leg lifts, lie flat on your back with your shoulders well placed under you. Bend one knee. Engage your straight leg and extend out through the ball of the foot. Raise and lower the leg a few times. Then change sides and repeat. Next, progress to using both legs at the same time. Raise the legs up, extend them up toward the ceiling. Using strong principles of the legs, lower them down to within a few inches of the floor. Draw the knees in towards your chest and extend the legs up. Lower them down again and repeat. The next step is to repeat this exercise with legs fully straightened. Tailbone lengthens towards your heels. The sides of the waist draw down toward the floor. The final progression is to extend the arms overhead. Clasp the hands and extend just your index fingers. Raise the legs up, extend fully to the balls of the feet, and then lower within a few inches of the floor. Repeat this several times. Raise the legs on your inhale, extend and lower them on the exhale. To work toward NAVASANA, start with your hands on the floor behind you and knees bent, extending up in the torso. Lift one leg at a time. Raise and lower it with as much extension out through the ball of the foot as you can. The leg has strong muscular engagement throughout. The next stage is to hold both legs up, supporting yourself with your hands, and hold for 4 or 5 breaths. Work the principles of the legs as if you were standing in Tadasana. The spine is lengthened and the chest is strongly lifted. Once you have developed the strength in the lower abdomen, lift the legs and extend the arms forward, parallel to the floor or towards your feet. Hold for 4 or 5 breaths. ARDHA. The legs work in the same way. They're joined strongly to the midline. In this pose, the tailbone is tucked under. The upper body is slightly rounded. In time, you can move back and forth between Navasana and then down in ARDHA, back up to Navasana, and this can be repeated several times. Jatra Parivartanasana, strongly rotated pose. Lie on your back with your knees bent, palms down, arms out to the side. Lift up into the chest with the inhale. On the exhale, lower the knees down to one side within a few inches of the floor. Inhale, raise back to center. Exhale, go to the other side. Keep the jaw, the throat, the chest relaxed. Breathe deeply. In time, this can be done with straight legs. The legs are powerfully extended, strong, with strong muscular engagement. On an inhale, lengthen. On an exhale, bring the feet down toward one hand, keeping the legs strong and firm the whole time. There's a firm twist in the waist. Inhale, keeping the shoulders on the floor, raise the legs back up to vertical. Exhale, repeat on the other side. This can be done either holding the legs out to the side for a period of time, then raising them back up, or just repeating side to side in a fluid movement. There's often a tendency to hold the breath in these asana, so keep the breath deep and fluid. VRSAPADA-KSEPASANA, stretching the bull's foot pose. Hands behind the head, upper torso is curled off the floor. Extend one leg, drawing the knee in toward your head. The opposite elbow extends to the knee. Then switch. Repeat several times. Keep the breath deep and fluid. This exercise begins in downward facing dog. On an exhale, lifting strongly in the abdomen, draw your knee towards your armpit. Inhale, lower the knee down to your wrist. Then draw up strongly in the lower abdomen to raise the knee back up to the armpit. Keep the knee close to the arm throughout the entire exercise. Return to down dog and do the second side. To develop LOLASANA, pendulum pose, place your hands on a block. Cross the feet under your hips. Lean forward. Exhale, draw up through the abdomen, keeping the feet on the ground. Hold the hips up and then release. Eventually work toward picking up the hips and the feet at the same time and holding. The other version of LOLASANA has the feet in front. Tuck the tailbone, lift up in the abdomen, and push through the hands, drawing the knees up towards your chest. Hold. You can go from the front version of LOLASANA, keep the lift, and try moving back and forth between position 1 and position 2. In time, try it without the block.